oldest post-war holder of the British title and has also challenged for the WBO middleweight title. The Dark Destroyer, Nigel Benn, one of the greatest English champions of all time. This legendary middleweight fights out of London, England.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Sheffield, England, here is a British, an international, and a European light middleweight champion, Ryan Spice Boy Rose. Fighting out of the blue corner, from London, England, here is a middleweight and super middleweight champion of the world, known as the Dark Destroyer, introducing Nigel Benn.
Fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready.
The wait is over. The speaking stopped. The fight begins. Now, let's get the answers.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Jab doesn't quite connect. That right hand scored perfectly. You can really feel the buzz in the... Hold that thought! Ryan Rhodes just got walloped. No, we don't see a knockdown.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Nice hook. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. That right hand hurts. Dark Destroyer now in a very dark place. Nigel Benn has been rocked. What about Rhodes in that last round? Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. Here's the bell for round 2. So the fight will continue. How do they turn? The Dark Destroyer goes down. He knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
Where did that come from? What a shot. One, two, three, four, five. And you continue.
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Can the Dark Destroyer get out of this dark place? Nigel Benn overwhelmed with power, and down he goes. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
It's not ever hope. Remember the fight to Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the...
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Oh no! Nigel Benn in big trouble. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Bill Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Ryan Rose did not take that punch well, and he may go down. Let's talk about Benn in that last round. Beaten, bruised, and battered, but somehow he's still in it. There's the bell for round 3. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Down goes the Spice Ball. I don't know. I got to take another look at that.
That's lights out right there.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Gotta waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then gotta paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just gotta make...
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Ryan Rose did not take... Oh, the humanity! Ryan Rose is down! And as we see it again in slow motion, there's no doubt. That body punch right there buckled him.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
He's up.
And down goes Ryan Rhodes. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
A shot from the gods took him out. One, two, three, 4, 5. Give me your club.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
That is a show of character. When you're...
We enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Rhodes in that last round.
There's always a way back. Don't ever round anybody off.
Get this blocking back together. Get your mind back on the job. Good work, that's it. Now breathe, breathe. Just get your breath back. You're way better than this guy. You're way better.
Here we go to the 4th round. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. They ring the bell, and here we go. straight right, just misses. That left hook won't score. He missed with that jab. The right hook is scoring. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
How about that time counter shot? They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Nice defense on that right hook. Catch and shoot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Rhodes in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Mind back, get your focus back. Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. Good man. Just off. Don't give him anything. Go back and win the round, right? That's all we want.
On to the fifth we go. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are. Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. Nigel Benn has been rocked. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice defense on that hook. Nigel Benn down, can you believe it? Now that is a massive knockdown. Let's take another look.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect. That must hurt.